Another big crowd filing in for Saturday night baseball
All right,
here
y'all.
at Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series.
I already have another good story for y'all. That I thought you might want to hear. Oh, hold up.
Was a big part of that victory. Here's a swing, and
there you go.
Man, way out of here.
All right. So, I have a pretty interesting story for you guys. This happened only pretty recently, so I'm gonna remember a halfway decent amount of it.
First offering on its way. Pops this one
Oh,
up
for frick's
just
sake.
beyond the infield on the right side.
But
is there for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I will make a part 2 if this type of stuff continues. And yeah. So it all started about last week, right?
Ready for another chance? Big Daddy
We're
comes in
in gym, right? And we're playing like kickball, you know, like kickball that you would play on the playground. That's just what we were doing. And our team is absolutely getting our crap whooped by the other team. All right, we're getting the absolute crap beat out of us. And somebody, one girl in particular, is just complaining about how we're losing. And that's alright. Probably everybody complains about something like that at some point or another. But then
riding in once again, Big Daddy Dirtbag.
She starts barely moving, and she just doesn't try. She's just barely trying, right? She really is just.
3-2 in inning number 8.
She's really just not trying at all, right? So that kind of confuses me a little bit, I guess. But
and he is in there at third.
That's,
is a possible tying run.
and you know, that's kind of annoying. I'm pretty sure nobody really likes the person that complains about people not trying, but they doesn't try. And this girl steps up at shortstop, right? And I step in the center field because none of the other fielders are really playing.
There he goes. This is line to left. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit.
And sorry, I'm just not good at doing this crap. But she really just does not try at all. So she's playing shortstop. I step into center field. Everything's good until somebody punts it into left field. And I start chasing after it because, you know, I'm a fielder. And then when I miss the catch in left field, when I miss the catch there, because like she just stands there, they kick it out there, it's a fly ball, and when I miss the catch, she stands there and then she starts yelling at me in front of the whole freaking class to tell me to stay out of her way or something when she didn't even try. She just freaking stood there.
Settling in now, Big Daddy.
And
he went deep earlier, and he's
I just at this point it's just started. I don't really care. And after that, I miss another catch going into the opposite field. And she just, this doesn't really have anything to do with her, but she's just like, come on, bro, you gotta catch these fly balls. And she started getting really mad at me when there were fielders there that just weren't trying at all. But and at one point, somebody else gets on base on second base. So I stand at second base for a second, and I'm like, I tell him I wish everybody on my team was trying harder because that's part of the reason that we're losing. That's why we're losing, because these people aren't trying. And out of nowhere, she and at shortstop just screams in front of the whole class, "If you've got something to say it to my face." And I'm like, I didn't say anything to you. I didn't say anything about you. What the heck?
And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over.
And the coach is just looking at her, and he's looking at me, just confused as can be.
Big Daddy Dirtbag. It's been a nice game for him.
And
3 hits, including a homer to this point.
Oh, frick. I don't know how I missed that.
Broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's really thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
I'm gonna do that. I haven't struck out yet this season, so I don't really care.
For second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
All right, come on, bro.
Falling for it. Moreland.
Shoot.
2 gone.
And
so the lineup really
at this point, the coach just thinks she's mad. He just doesn't know what to do about it, and he doesn't really care. I'm just a little bit annoyed, but I don't really care either.
Well, it's not quite a nor'easter,
and
but the rain's coming down pretty good here at Fenway Park in Boston. The finale of this 3-game weekend series.
I'm just kind of annoyed with it. The coach doesn't care. She's just mad as can be. And at one point, I get on first base, and the person, I think it was her actually, she kicks it, and it goes into somebody's hands, but at the last second they dropped it. And they dropped it like after I had already started going back to first. So because I didn't tag up, they got me out, and she starts just screaming her head off. And at this point I'm just like, yo, what the frick? At this point I'm like, what the frick? I don't care. I really was starting to get a little bit mad, but I still didn't. I was too lazy to care, sorta. And we didn't play outside. I didn't really play with her or anything for the next little bit until on Friday we had to play volleyball. And I was in like a really packed spot. Oh, hold up.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Oh, god dang it.
Adonis Garcia digs in now. In prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, 0 for 4. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base.
Come the frick on, man. But at one point I start missing a few because I don't know, like that volleyball curves more than anything I've ever seen. It's actually crazy. It curves so freaking much, that volleyball does. So I start to miss a few, and I just get in like a losing streak with that. And at this point I've missed about 5 or 6, and she misses one, and I'm just looking at her like, okay, whatever, whatever, I don't care, because I didn't, I didn't really care if we won or not. I cared more about the winning the kickball thing that we did this. I didn't really care about if we won or lost the volleyball. So I just look at her like, whatever, who the frick cares? And she just yells really loud, shut the F up. And the coach, the entire gym turns to straight silence. And the gym teacher's like, this student, do you want to go somewhere? And the person's like, no. So then he's just quiet about, then she just stays quiet for the rest of the game. And then when I come up to her after the game, and I'm like, I'm really sorry that I did bad, but I tried. And she's just like, shut the F up. I don't want to hear another effing word out of your effing mouth. And then I just go along with my normal life, because I'm not really bothered by this at this point. And she's just absolutely like 1% away from freaking tears. That's how mad she sounds. Because she cries because she's mad. Okay, no, she doesn't. But still, I have a bad way of explaining stuff.
61 was the number to beat, and he's tied it right here.
But still, you know, if you get mad enough, a lot of people will cry if they get mad enough. She sounded 1% away from crying because she was mad.
Ready for another
So
shot now.
I just, after that, I just like go on with my normal life. I grab a basketball and I start messing around. And after a little bit, the gym coach comes up to me. He yells at me to come over to him and talk to me. And talk to him, correction. So I do. I just think he has, I don't know why, but I'm kind of suspicious it's because of that. And he's like, alright, what the frick did you say? He didn't say frick. He didn't say the F word either. He's just like, what did you say to this student that got them so mad? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, what'd you just say the second time? I was like, I said I tried, I'm sorry. And she just screamed at me to shut the F up and shut my effing mouth because she was gonna punch me or something. And he was like, alright, what about the first time? And what about the first time? And I was like, I don't know, I didn't even say a word, I just looked at her and she just got freaking mad as frick.
And he is in there.
Well, that's one of those unusual plays right there.
And I don't think he believed me when I said that, but he hasn't said any words to me about it since, so I don't think he cares too much. But if this crap does continue, I'll be sure to let you guys know. So if you guys did enjoy, be sure to hit the like button on this video. I love you guys, and peace.
And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today.